Hey guys, welcome to EagleVision with your new hosts,
Davin?
and JoJo. You know, there's just something about EagleVision that just brightens my day.
Yeah, the sun brightens my day.
No, EagleVision.
Oh yeah, EagleVision. You know, I really miss Middle School Minute.
Yeah, those were some good times. I wonder who's doing it now.
Let's go take a look at the Middle School Minute reporters and see who's next.
Welcome back to Middle School Minute. I heard that they were taking their MCAs and I know that can get you feeling kind of blue. So let's go find out what their favorite parts, just to keep it lighthearted, what their favorite parts are about the MCAs.
I don't know, I don't really like them.
My favorite part is probably that we all just like be in a room and we don't have to take the first 3 classes of the day.
Nothing. Probably the quietness of the room. I hate loud noises.
Afterward, we get to sleep when we're done with the MTAs.
Probably science. It's easier than both of them.
My favorite subject would probably be like the language arts. I like it because it's just easier for me than math and science.
Probably math because it's easy. Probably science because for me science is a really easy subject.
Reading, because I'm bad at math.
MCAs sure get me down, but nothing's sadder than me and Zandy not being on Middle School Minute together.
Yes, no, that's my favorite part of the MTAs.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I didn't know that we had that. No, I forgot. Yes.
Well, it was nice to see what the middle schoolers had to say about the MCAs and my little tribute to Zandy. I'll see you next time on Middle School Minute.
Gosh, I missed that.
Miss what?
Middle School Minute.
Yeah, but look at us now. We upgraded.
Yeah, I guess you're right. No longer the old building. In the new school, new class.
I wonder what the old building looks like now. Let's go talk to Sam Langworthy about it and see what's happening.
Hi, I'm Sam, and welcome to EagleVision News. Today, we'll be talking about the demolition of the old Maple River High School and Middle School. Let's get into it. Up until just a couple of weeks ago, this building was standing since 1931, and a number of teachers here at Maple River have actually graduated from that building, including Mrs. Olson, Mr. Thule, Mr. Drager, and Mrs. Gardner. To get some more information, let's head back to the school to talk to some people who have spent a little bit more time in this building and see what's next for this site. Let's go.
Well, it's progress in the right direction. We were able to get into the new facility here this fall, and next step was to take that building down and turn that back into a buildable lot. So the Good Thunder building just sold this last week to the city of Good Thunder. I think they have some plans to develop that and do some different things there. So that one is moving on, and the Minnesota Lake facility, we did have a gentleman that was interested in purchasing, but last moment he decided to withdraw. So we are moving down the path of demolition at some point here in probably this summer.
After talking with Mr. Annis and Mr. Anderson, I found that the communities of Mapleton, Amboy, and Minnesota Lake are moving in the right direction with the past buildings of Maple River schools, and that there are more improvements yet to come for our new school here in Mapleton. That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again later on EagleVision News.
Dang, they tore down the old gym and the old theater.
Yeah, they did. Well, at least we got a new big one. And it's nice, clean, fresh.
Oh yeah, and there's a new play coming up.
Oh yeah, let's go see what Evan Kramer has to say.
Alright, Evan here, back with EagleVision's Arts and Academics section. This week we're going to be taking a look at drama. So let's start by seeing how they practice.
Let's see who's in the play.
So there's me, Leah Hipper, Ethan Bergwick, Lane Davis, Alex Ziegler, Aaron Hull, trying to remember if I'm forgetting anyone major, Ella Olson, and then there's a few middle schoolers along with us.
Let's see what the play is about.
This play, essentially, it's 1890s California, and there's a love story going on, there's a love triangle, but then an evil professor sneaks into the town and is trying to steal the town's gold from the safe.
Alright, now that we know how drama practices for their plays, let's see what this play is going to be about and who's going to be in it.
Let's see where the practices take place.
The practices take place in the auditorium from like 3 to 5 and then 6 to 8.
Practices will take place in either the choir room or the auditorium, and sometimes we hang out in the hallway when we're not in either of them.
Practices take place in the auditorium just on the stage. If you walk in there, you'll be able to see the set. I would recommend not touching it.
Let's see what practices look like.
So basically you show up for a little bit, you might make yourself a sandwich, and then we're gonna go and we'll run a bunch of scenes, and then once you do that, you run them again. Unless you're working on music. In that case, you sing the song a bunch of times.
So practices will usually start around 3:30. Sometimes we'll be in costume, sometimes we won't. And we'll run through usually the first act and the first half of practice, and then around 5 o'clock we'll send all the middle schoolers and all the smaller roles home, and just the principals will stay, so like the bigger parts will stay, and we'll work through some of our scenes in Act 2 and in Act 1.
It's a lot of just going over the same scenes over and over again to get them right, and then when you're not doing scenes, you're just sitting in the back doing nothing.
Alright, that's all the time we have on drama this week for EagleVision. And be sure to go cheer them on April 27th and the 29th.
Man, those drama kids stay late.
Almost as late as the kids who be in detention.
Yeah, I've never had detention before. Well, one time I had lunch detention.
I had in-school suspension, but I don't want to talk about that.
Well, detentions can create some memories.
Yeah, some pretty good memories.
Yeah.
Let's talk to the memory man and see what he's up to.
Cameron Robinson.
Going to the office can be stressful for anyone, but especially the younger kids. Right, Ozio?
Yeah.
As you can see, bad behavior happens everywhere. Let's go take a look back at some of the seniors' detention memories.
I got my most recent detention in 9th grade.
Probably my one 2 years ago with Miss Deering.
Probably 4 years ago.
Because I stood up for myself and she didn't like it.
I got it for throwing stuff in Mrs. McGregor's room when we had Mr. Cruzy as a sub.
Choking out Landon Fox.
Yeah, it's actually pretty fun if you're with friends.
Yeah, detention isn't even that bad.
Probably not, because it was a waste a lot of my time after school, so it wasn't really enjoyable.
And that was it for this week's episode of Memory Man.
Gonna take a quick break here.
And we're going to move on to commercials and sports.
Well, track's really not that hard. Let's go talk to some athletes and a new school record holder.
I like to hang out with the girls when we do core. That's pretty fun.
I really like the physical fitness I get from it, and it helps put me in shape.
I like that you get to compete as a team and individually, and I like our coaches and all my teammates.
Mr. Keeney. No, just kidding.
Probably the injury aspect, disciplines in general. though the injuries definitely suck, take you out of it for a while.
A distance runner, so 800, mile, 2 mile, that kind of thing.
Typically the mile, 2 mile, and 4x4.
I do triple jump. I run relays like 4x2, and then I run like open 200.
I really hope to make it back to state and do better than I did last year.
My goals are to go to state as a team and individually.
The track team had a busy week. The boys traveled to Wells for their second meet of the year and placed first, then headed over to JWP where they placed first, and set a new school record by diving with a long jump of 22 feet 7 inches, and then headed down to Blue Earth and ended up placing second. The girls track team traveled to USC and ended up placing 6th, then went to JWP and placed 7th, and then headed down to Blue Earth and placed 6th. The softball team had a home game against USC, but the girls couldn't pull it off, losing 1-7. Their next game was another home game, playing Blue Earth at home, winning 13-6. They then traveled to Faribault, ended up losing 3-9. The baseball team traveled to Wells and won 9-3, then traveled back to home to play Jackson, winning 9-4, and then traveled to Fairmont, but couldn't get the bats going, losing 3-13. The boys golf traveled to New Richland and placed 3rd, then loaded up to travel to Blue Earth and got 3rd, then played at Blue Earth again and ended up getting 1st. The girls golf team traveled to New Richland, placing 3rd, and then headed over to Blue Earth, placing 2nd. And that's your scoreboard with Mason Shermer.
It's prom season. Do you have a dress? Are you stressed about finding the best quality dress for your perfect day? Well, stress no more with Rejoyce Bridal, located on 144 East Main Street, Amboy, Minnesota. Rejoyce Bridal prides themselves on being yourself and actually getting to enjoy your experience. Call ahead to book an appointment. You can find her on Facebook or online at Rejoyce Bridal, or contact her business email, joyce@rejoycebridal.com. Get ready for your special day.
Thank you guys for having me
And me.
on your favorite show,
EagleVision.